Hello everyone, it's Birdie here, the Recycled Hippie Chick. I'm out here to play tonight after hubby has gone to bed, and I made a envelope with Christina over at Christina's Shack the other day, and when she showed me how to do it, and thank you, Christina, because I watched her do some other things, and at the very end she just showed this one, and I'm like, don't tease me, girl. Show me how to make it, you know? So she actually did a video and walked us through how to make this. So if you want to know how to do that, go to Christina's Shack. I'll link her down below. Listen to me, sound like a professional. I'll link her down below, and you can jump over to her page and watch her. When I first started making this with her, I didn't pay attention. She just said, grab a book and tear, a page out. And I did. And my pages were too small. So I had to find a bigger book to get my page out for the pocket on the back. And so I thought, well, I don't want to waste these pages that I've made. So I found some smaller envelopes, I think. And I'm going to attempt to, make some so that these will fit. So that's what we're going to do tonight. This has one pocket on the back where the window is. And on the other side, it has a pocket with the book page that you stick on it. And a pocket in the top. And I went ahead and made a pocket where you fold it. So it's actually mine has two pockets in the back, because I couldn't quite figure out how she was doing this, because she sewed across the top. I could not figure out how she sewed across this top and still gave herself a pocket. So I did not sew across the top, and that gave me where I folded the envelope and cut this part open. It gave me a pocket here and a pocket where you fold it. So that's how you do. When you watch somebody, you end up making it your own, and then it's a little different. That's the joy of all of us showing each other how to do it, is we all come up with different ways, and it ends up just a tiny bit different. So let's see if my little envelopes that I found are small enough to make my little pockets out of. So what she did was, what she did was, she folded a little bit, and I think she did that on the window side, but I don't have so much room. So first of all, I just want to fold it to see where my pocket is going to fit on the back. It is going to fit. So I'm going to make it about that wide right there. I'm going to put it on the back, but I'm going to fold this about this wide. And if you have enough room over here, you can fold this side down. Okay, it's artist's choice. Tonight, am I going to fold it down there? Let's go ahead and fold it down this way. Fold the back over where we want it. Make sure our pocket fits, and it does. Okay, we'll do it like that. Now, let me make sure we're in screen. Yes, let me see if we can come in and do this in. Let's see if we can do it this close. Okay, now, what she did was she had, I got to keep looking at hers because I've only made one. Okay, she has, this part here is the part where the window is. So she cut a little bit out. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to take this off. I don't know. I don't remember if she did or not, but I'm going to. Okay. Now, I'm going to cut this front. I can find my scissors. Can you believe this? I'm not kidding you. If I had everything ready for a video, it would be a miracle. Let me find my scissors. Okay, nothing is ever where you need it. Okay, so I'm going to cut a slit here and here for my front pocket. I'm just going to fold it down wherever you think it's level or not. It doesn't matter. Just have fun. Then I'm going to take some, well, I've already done that wrong. I should have done it on the front. Can you believe that? I don't care. We're going to start all over. I want to do this halfway right. Let me get caught up here. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you guys know me by now. We do have a new subscriber. And of course, like Grand Birdie Fashion, I did not write her name down. But hello, new subscriber. I noticed you today and I appreciate you. Okay. Now, let's fold this side down. Let's fold this side over because we're going to glue that later. Let's make sure our little pocket's going to fit. And yes, it is. See, this is why I didn't want to turn the back down because it gets in the way of this back pocket. I want this part where the window is, where I cut the little flappy flap. So I'm just going to cut a little flappy flap about like that, and I'm going to fold it down. Okay, now what I want to do here is I want to put some, I'm going to use some scrapbook paper because a friend of mine, this new friend that I found, just gave me hordes of scrapbook paper, so I'm going to use it. I want to grunge it up because it bothers me that it's, you know, so clean looking. So I am going to grunge it up a bit. First thing I'm going to do is glue this thing down back here. I am really on the verge of running out of glue. I'm not even going to put it back on. But I got a new bottle, so I'm excited to use my first refill. Okay. Now, I'm going to grunge this up a bit and put it on. Probably ought to cut it off first and see. Where we want to ink it. I think we want to ink it right there. And right here. Okay. There we go. Now, let's scrunch this up a tad. Because I want my whole envelope to look grungy when I'm done. And I want, let's see here. I want some coffee on there. There we go. And then we'll glue this down. Thank you, Christina. I'm so thankful that you did this video and quickly. I mean, bada bing, bada boom, you had that baby done. Now, I'm waiting on Lilac Pages to do a process video on her grungy, on one of her grungy journals. Okay, see, I don't care if it goes over to the other side because I'm going to, next phase, I'm going to put some washi tape down there. And let's see here. How wide do we want that? Not much wider than that. I'm going to use this green. We'll just make this all a green theme since we put a green across there. There we go. I'm going to put this across the top. Do I want to, or do I? No, I'm not going to. I'm going to put it down the side. And I'm not really worried about whether I put glue on it because I'm going to sew down the sides of this. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to sew first. I'm not sure I can sew through this washi tape. You guys, I'm not a great person to follow, am I, for this? How-to video. I've only made one, so maybe I should have perfected it first, but who cares? It's a junk journal. I do not have my hearing aids in. No wonder it's so quiet out here. There we go. And we have one across the bottom. Yes, we do. Okay, now, this is the bottom. There we go. Okay, so the only thing that I would do differently here is I would fold this so that this was more in the center. See, her envelope on the bigger one is more in the center. But that's okay. I'm going to grunge it up, and you probably won't even notice it. Wonder how I can get in there. There we go. I'm going to glue my pocket on, and then I'm going to go around it with sewing. You don't have to. I'm just doing it because Christina did. Because I'm a copycat artist. Copycat crafter. Now, I'm going to put this on the back, but before I do that, I think I want to put my picture on. See, on hers, it has a focal point on there. So I found these in that stuff that I was gifted, and they're called vellum stickers. So I thought, well, that's easy breezy. Let's just use one of those. So let's see here, one that'll fit. This looks like it'll fit. Maybe. These might not be any good. I'm not sure. I don't know if you need to glue these down. It feels pretty tough. So, because part of it's already stuck to my finger, and I ripped the stem off. There we go. Now we'll glue this on. The only thing is this paper, this is so skinny. Well, that one's skinny too. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna try all this. We'll just experiment. I'll be the guinea pig to let you know if it works with a smaller pocket, or if you just need to stick with the regular size envelopes and the regular size pieces of paper, because we'll see if this still is big enough to sew around and still be able to get a tag into. I didn't think about that with these tiny little pockets, because they do come quite a ways in on the sides. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go sew this before we make too many of them. Okay, we got it sewed. Went all around the pocket. It did come in on the window a little bit, but I don't mind that. So I found me a card that'll slide down and you can see the image through the window. I found a small card for the back. No, well, it's going to fit barely, but what I think I'm going to do is trim just a tiny bit of that off each side. Just so it's more comfortable. And there's another pocket up through the middle. And I'll stick one in there. So there we go. We have 3 little pockets. Now, let's make one more. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and not waste this one. Let's go ahead and put it on here. We'll just put this on the over the top of it. We'll just make do. I mean, that's what it's all about. Fixing your mistakes and keep on going. Let's glue this little flappy down. And I like to keep it on there if I can, because it just adds a little stability when you're sticking your tag down in there. Uh-oh. This glue, once you get it on there, it's pretty much set. This glue dries so fast, you guys, that you got to make sure you've got that thing headed where you want it. You have no time to slide it around. There we go. Okay. Now, do a little grunge. I have felt great this weekend, you guys. So far, I mean, I am feeling good. I think this last medication that I'm taking, the Flagyl, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I think it's doing something. I have felt really good. Of course, it could be because I've got my hormones going too. I don't know. But I have felt really good except for weakness. I'm not shaking that weakness yet. So, and I've lost 13 pounds. And honestly, I feel like I have not lost 13 pounds of fat. I feel like I have lost 13 pounds of muscle. I really do. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to keep trudging along. I do know I have the strangest Oh man, do I give you too much information? Do I share too much information, or do I just shut up? I have the strangest taste in my mouth. I don't know. I'm just going to tell you. I don't know if it's from the medication, if it's Lyme dying, if I'm detoxing. I don't know what it is, but most of my food tastes like, I can't even describe it. I want to say onions, but it's not even onions. It's some other weird thing. And I don't have a hanky. I'd like to have a hanky. And also, I've had that since I've been on the Flagyl, so I don't know if it's the medication that gives that weird taste in your mouth. But I have it. And then this weekend, I started with a body odor. It's weird. I don't usually have body odor, but it smells like my food has been tasting. Isn't that weird? So I'm hoping I'm detoxifying. I'm really getting down the water because I'm hoping if I'm detoxifying, that water will rinse it all out. Let's get us another piece of this paper and grunge it up. Put this across the top here. It's going to give us 1, 2, 3 pockets. You guys go watch Christina's and see if you can figure out how she sewed across the top and still came out with a pocket. Because I cannot for the life of me. She did it. I saw it. I don't know how, but she did it. If I didn't see it with my own 2 eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. I didn't get anything done yesterday. Friday I was supposed to go clean a house and it rained, so I didn't go clean that house. And yesterday I just had a lazy day and sat in the house and watched TV. I did not cut the top of this. Let's see if we can cut the top of this. This is a precision cutting right here. Left-handed, upside down, and backwards. I'm going to have to grunge that right there again. Okay, I'm going to just dry this a little bit, this coffee. So, I stayed in the house yesterday and watched Enola Holmes on Netflix. If you haven't seen the first one, you should. It's a very, very decent, good show. And I watched the first one yesterday in the daytime. And then they have a brand new one, a number 2, Enola Holmes Part 2, came out, I don't know when, not very long ago. So I watched the second half last night. I had seen the first half before, but I forget what I've watched. So I had to watch it again so I knew what was going on for the second one. And I'm glad I did, because most parts of the movie were like a brand new movie to me. So I'm glad I watched it. When I went around that other one, how did it turn out? When I sewed over the tape, it looks okay. I never really hit the tape, so I'm okay with that. This is pretty wide tape, so I may want to fold it over. I don't know. I don't want it to take up so much of my pocket area. So I think what I'm going to do is just fold it over. Like so. And I do not waste it. I'm going to put it on my little painty paper here. Maybe. Well, that one's a strong one. There we go. Okay. What did I do today? Today I took my pumpkin log over to my son's. It was his birthday, and he wanted a pumpkin log for his birthday, so I took it over there and ended up sitting and visiting for quite a while. So that was good. I got to visit with grandkids, sort of. One of them was cleaning their bedroom in a frantic because she wanted to go see my daughter's little girl. They wanted to play together, and her mama said, you can't go until your room is clean. So she was frantically cleaning her room the whole time I was there so she could go play with Peanut. But I did get to visit with Porter quite a bit. And am I going to have enough to go clear across this? Without me being able to stick my head right up in your business and look straight down on this, it's kind of hard to know where you're folding. There we go. Go ahead and grunge that up. All right, now that will be 1, 2, 3 pockets. I'll have to dig out pockets for those. I got one more we can do. I've actually got 2 more pockets, but we'll just do one more for now. That way I won't keep you from being so bored. My son is going to ask around at work if anyone would like to come and butcher my goats for the meat, and then they could just maybe share some of the meat with me. I know it sounds terrible, but these goats are going to hurt me, and I can't stand them to go somewhere where I know they're not taken care of like I have taken care of them. So if that happened and somebody wanted to come and butcher them, look how little that, well, we're going to use it anyway. We're going to use it anyway. It doesn't go out as far as I would like. But anyway, if he can find somebody that would come out here and butcher my goats and then just give me some of the meat, that would be so nice for me not to have to go out and do barn chores all winter, because I spoil them. I have 3 heat lights for them out there that I'm constantly nervous about. You know, are they going to catch the barn on fire? This, that, and the other. Go out and break ice. Go out and make sure everybody has water. Go out and feed. I've been spending about $150 in grain every month on them. That'll be that much less for a budget. It will just be such a blessing. I don't want to give them away. They are dangerous. There's no way my grandkids can go out in the pasture with them. They would eat your lunch. They're just barely, I've been gored twice. I have score on each thigh. They're just barely okay for me to go in and feed them. A stranger, no way. My grandkids could not go out there. I told my son, if the grandkids ever came over and wanted to go out there when I wasn't here and didn't realize these are not like goats from the zoo, they would be in trouble. So I don't want that. I don't want unsafe animals, and I don't want to give them to somebody that's going to have unsafe animals. So I would rather see them butchered and the meat be used than to know they're going somewhere unsafe and not taken care of. I know. Call me strange. I admit it. I know I am. But that's just how I am with my animals. It's like I don't feel like anybody can take care of them as good as I can. I know. So I'm praying that this guy that he works with will want them and that will have done it before, and he can come out and, do the processing. I don't care. He can do it here. He can take them home. I don't care what he does. I've never had goat meat. I looked it up. It says it's better than deer because it's the deer flavor without the wild. So that would be good. We enjoy deer. I don't want the meat to go to waste. I want it to be able to be used, and I would love to try some of it. I know that sounds terrible. These are my babies, but God put animals on this earth to eat, and I feel like I would just as soon, for the money I have put into them, I would just as soon eat them and have a savings of this recession time that we're not in. There's no way I can buy a roast right now. The roast at our Kroger's is $30. My husband has had goat before. He said it was made like pulled pork, and they barbecued it, and it was every bit as good as pulled pork. So that would be fine with me. I like pulled pork. Let's see here. We cut this top one down. Did we cut the other one? No, yeah, we already had the back cut down. The other one was the bass backwards one, wasn't it? There we go. Okay, now, I'm getting pretty fluent with these, aren't I? Look at me go. Okay. Up and down to see if I'm in frame. Up and down, up and down. Now, let's see, we need another piece of that paper. I want to do a different one. Let's see how this one grunges up. there. Yep, pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good guess. Tomorrow I'm going to go back in and clean my little lady's, Jean Boyd's house, because I didn't get it done Friday. It was just rain and cats and dogs. I actually made a video for you guys, and the phone rang. The phone rang? What happened? Something happened. Yes, I answered the phone, pushed pause on the video, answered the phone, and when I went back to the video, it was off. So obviously you cannot answer the phone when you are videotaping. You cannot push pause and go back to it. So I went ahead and finished my video and had 2 parts and said, what the heck? I don't know how to put 2 parts together, so I'm just going to delete it and do that video over again. Let's see, this has to go on first. Okay, first we need a picture. A focal. Let's put focal. So it was one that I had learned. This vellum is very fragile. It was a what do you call it? Envelope, sort of, that I learned from Root Pursuit. I was just going to share with you out of some shiny pages. I'm not a real fan of shiny pages, but so this is a good thing to do with shiny pages. What the heck am I doing? Oh, that's a whole nother one there. I've already got this on here. Okay, I guess we are ready. Sorry. I've got a whole nother pocket I can go get another envelope for. So, that'll be fun. I don't mind doing another video and gabbing again. Because the good thing is I'm pretty sure I've probably already said half of what I told you tonight on there, and that way you won't have heard it twice. I never know what I tell you and what I don't, so that's why you end up hearing my stories twice. This is cute. I like this heart tape with that. Oh, I didn't put any. With that yellow paper. I better dry it. Now, be very careful. I can't believe I'm doing this. Be very careful if you ever dry like this, because that envelope window will melt quicker than you can whistle Dixie with a heat gun. I've done it, and I cannot believe I'm doing it right now. Let me see if I can turn this over and pat some of those puddles off, because man, when it goes, it goes. Really, I just need this over here where I want to put the tape dry. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, it just went whoosh when I accidentally blew dry it. When somebody said don't do it, and then I did it anyway. It was a bad deal. Where is the end of my tape? If you wonder what I'm doing over here, I don't know if you can see me. I'm trying to find the end of my tape. There we go. Now, I'm going to go over and sew these up and put tags in them and show you our finished product. Okay, here we are with a total of 4 The hardest part is finding a tag that'll go in your window where you can see. And they're all just a little bit different because, you know, the sewing comes out different. The paper comes out different. You got different washi tape on them. This is my big one I did with Christina. I haven't, what did I do? I didn't put my tags back in it. I don't know why I've got this lady out here. She doesn't even go anywhere. So, there you go. We played a little bit, and we made 4 pockets. Thank you, Christina. Thank you for joining me, and bye-bye from Birdie.